Hey everybody, welcome back to Texas Breaks. Today we are opening up a box of 1994 Upper Deck Series 2 Regional Edition, the Midwest Regional Edition, which has the Twins on the front of it. There were three different regions for this design. East region, I think the Midwest region, which this one is, and then the West Coast region. There's rookies in the 94 set, which is Alex Rodriguez, and also the Michael Jordan rookie card. They are not in the Series 2. Those are in the Series 1. So I opened up a box of that not too long ago and did find the Michael Jordan. Or no, I found the Alex Rodriguez and the Michael Jordan, actually. I found both of them. But this set has a whole bunch of inserts, cool little inserts, a couple of autograph potentials, but just some really nice inserts that I wanted to open and just see what we can find in it. So let's get started. Hope everybody's doing okay. Staying safe, staying healthy. As we get further and further along through these tougher times, and don't have very many sports to occupy our time, so luckily we do have sports cards, which has seen a huge resurgence lately. So there's 12 cards per pack. I think there's 36 packs. It does not say. But let's see, here are odds if you want to look at those. And let's open, see what we can get. Some cool inserts, some Griffies, it'd be nice. Here's a diamond debut, John Hudek. Was supposed to be the closer of the future for the Astros. He didn't really pan out. Sandy Alomar Jr., the Electric Diamond card. Terry Mulholland, Kurt Abbott, Benito Santiago, Brett Saberhagen, so Derek Bell with the Padres, Andujar Cedeno. There's the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas, Hall of Famer. Tim Belcher, and a shut up and play Mark Grace. Colorful character. And Sid Fernandez. If any of you guys ever listened to the Jim Rome show back in the day, he had Mark Grace on there several times, and the guy was hilarious. So funny. If you ever get a chance to look that up, look up Mark Grace Slump Buster story on the Jim Rome show. It'll have you in stitches, man. It's crazy funny. It's a Benny Santiago Electric Diamond. Barry Larkin, Hall of Famer. Jeff Montgomery. Nasty Boy Rob Dibble. Fatty Matt Williams. Juan Guzman. Tim Wallach. Carl Eldred. Ellis Burks on the Rockies. Here is a diamond debut. Herbert Perry. And here's a Pokey Reese top prospect. It's a cool card. Pokey had a couple of good years in the big leagues. All right, here we got Jody Reed, Ben McDonald, John Wetland, who is stuck to... Oh, and that is a electric diamond card, John Wetland. Baseball Heroes, the Commerce Comet, Mickey Mantle. Very cool. Their insert cards are really cool. There's a Jeff Bagwell. That's going into my PC. Dave Nilsson. And 2 cards later, another one going in my PC, Mr. Biggio. Greg Maddux, Hall of Famer. This is Hall of Fame full pack. Home field advantage, Ken Griffey Jr. Very nice. This pack is stock full. Doug Strange. Here is a Nefi Perez. It's like refractor type card, top prospect. And Tim Hires, diamond debut. Another Mark Grace showed up and play. Dave Hollins. Here's a Scott Lewis. Greg Olson. It's a Toronto Blue Jays home field advantage, Paul Molitor. Diamond, eclectic diamond. Scott Service. Dennis Eckersley. Ozzie Smith, towards the end of his career. Will the Thrill. And Rocket Clemens. And a top prospects, Todd Hollinsworth. And an upper deck classic alumni 1990, Tavo Alvarez. Interesting.
You know, why did you kill your husband? That's what people will say. Maybe people need to think outside.
Really like this set. Really like the inserts in here.
What if he did murder? There's always a motive when it comes to murder. And the police, the authorities, they went through all that.
Big Cat Andres Galarraga.
They were happy. There was no
Hall of Famer Barry Larkin. Oh, man. I hate when I drop a card, even if it's a common. Dave Weathers. There's a Darren Jackson. Pat Listash. Pete Harnish. Electric Diamond. It's a Roberto Alomar, Hall of Famer. Mark Lewis. Here's a home field advantage, Frank Thomas.
I've done 13 years of that so far. My whole life is in somebody else's hands, you know, and I don't know who else hands.
And
I have no control over it.
we have 2 top prospects, a Wayne Gomes and a Armenendez Pozo.
And, you know, from there, I guess we'll see what happens.
Ben McDonald, Danny Jackson, Chad recruiter. Say Gary Gaetti.
He's our hero. He's Staff Sergeant Michael Sherman. He survived Afghanistan.
Jeff Blauser. There's a King Caminetti. So I got my trifecta of late 80s and then again late 90s Astros infielders. Biggio, Bagwell, and Caminetti. Steve Avery. John Burkett. Sweet Lou Whitaker.
For more information on Snap, go to
Electric Diamond,
When a God-fearing woman
who should be a Hall of Famer.
fall in love, it's a
Brett Boone. And Diamond debut John Hudek and Herbert Perry.
Pastor's wife, very comforting, and she was very knowledgeable in scripture.
But the honeymoon is cut short for these North Carolina newlyweds.
He's very ill. He was on the threshold of death.
Dave Hollins.
His illness will lift the veil on a black widow who spent
Walt Weiss, Rookie of the Year in 88, I think.
good old-fashioned
Mike Morgan.
It was
Jeff Juden.
truly so
Luis Gonzalez with the Astros before he went on to
and when the truth
win a World Series with the Diamondbacks. Hall of Famer Larry Walker
of deaths
with the Expos.
loose wake.
There was a steady succession of
Gary Sheffield
coming out of the ground and
with the Marlins.
you don't know how evil somebody
Sheffield should be a Hall of Famer one day.
holier than thou.
Jose Vizcaino.
Hospitality.
Home field advantage Greg Vaughn.
it looks like it turns out that they never look like that.
Howard Johnson. Is that the same Howard Johnson? Yeah, with the Rockies. Bob Tewksbury. Electric Diamond. And top prospect Nefi Perez again.
June 13th, 1989, Burlington, North Carolina.
All the close community we serve. It's a very friendly town.
Around these parts,
All right, we got
and people
Tavo Alvarez, Upper Deck Classic alumni again. Pokey Reese, top prospect again.
It's a small town, it's a rural community.
Home field advantage Cal Ripken Jr.
in the sticky summer heat of this June day, something other
Very
than
nice.
Sunday's sermon is about to set the town of Burlington
Derek May.
abuzz.
Reverend
A Manny Ramirez
well liked in the community. And he
Central Region insert.
for a long weekend honeymoon.
Nice insert card. Specific to that Central Region
He became
box that I showed you.
and they
And here is a Barry Bonds.
His wife, 56-year-old Blanche Taylor Moore, does her best to rush
Mike Piazza.
home in North Carolina.
So Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer.
backseat of the car.
And then Manny
The shortest route back to Burlington.
probably should be a Hall of Famer.
Told me he is just
We'll probably get in at some point.
It was that bad.
Carl Tuffy Rhodes.
He needs to go to the doctor.
Paul Wagner. Bob Wickman.
Drives straight to
And
the
Amel Rojas.
where doctors are immediately concerned over 55-year-old Dwight Moore's condition.
And Bonds should be a Hall of Famer as well. I think he'll end up getting in. Him and Roger Clemens, I think, will end up getting in with the Veterans Committee. I think that's pretty much a done deal. They're just not going to vote him in. Out of principle, I guess. Andres Galarraga, Henry Rodriguez, who had some nice power years with the Expos.
Thought twice about what he wanted to
Riel Cormier, Lee Smith, Hall of Famer. Ramon Martinez, best known for being the brother of Pedro, but he had a really good career himself. Paul Molitor, Hall of Famer. John Burkett, Scott Sanders, Chris James, Bill Wagman. Diamond debuts
the Alamance County Church.
Tim Hires and top prospect Terrell Wade.
51-year-old preacher was known
All right, stack number 1, quarter of the way through.
Easter Sunday in 1985. Mike found himself caught off guard by a fresh prince among his flock. 52-year-old Blanche Taylor.
It was, for all intents and purposes, probably like
Diamond debut Jorge Fabregas. Top prospect Todd Hollinsworth. Jack Armstrong. Home field advantage Mo Vaughn. So both Vaughn brothers get on the home field advantage. Ron Darling, Jose Vizcaíno, Delino DeShields, Electric Diamond Scott Cooper, John Kruk, Vince Coleman
He was a pastor,
on the
but on a
Royals,
really nice.
Dave Valle.
But there were some other dynamics, I think, that were going on there that people just weren't ever aware of.
I don't know about you guys, but it's weird to see guys you grew up watching at the end of their career and some of these later late 90s sets where they're on different teams that you're not used to seeing them on. And it's just odd to me. Omar Vizquel should be a Hall of Famer at some point. Greg Swindell, Charles Nagy. There's Kirby Puckett, rest in peace, Hall of Famer.
When Blanche wasn't working long hours,
Daryl Kyle, rest in peace.
could be found at church.
She was very spiritual. You probably
And another one, back to back.
She was very active in her church.
Dave Weathers. There is another Craig Biggio,
As if her steady job at godly works weren't.
Dante Bichette,
Blanche was also blessed with good
father of rookie phenom Bo Bichette.
And so she
Albert Bell, home field advantage. My opinion, Albert Bell should be a Hall of Famer.
hair was done.
Matt
52. Blanche married a man named James Taylor.
Brunson,
Had 2
classic alumni.
but after 21 years of
Top prospect Alan Bennis.
widow and alone.
Think his brother Andy Bennis, pitched for the Padres, had a pretty decent few years there.
It was that strength and charisma that caught the eye of Dwight Moore.
Reggie Jefferson,
An Easter sermon that faithful
John Valentine,
1985.
Kirby again,
he went over and introduced himself with great
Charles Nagy, Delino DeShields, father to Delino DeShields Jr., Ramon Martinez, Scott Sanders, Dennis Eckersley,
scripture.
To Blanche, Dwight was a gift from God.
Pete Harnish,
Was definitely
and we have a Todd Dunn prospect and a diamond debut, Bill Van Landingham.
Hands on would make them look better because she's very beautiful.
As you can tell, the rookie class
hard to Blanche.
in this set is very, very weak. Really, the 2 best rookie cards are in Series 1, which is usually not the case, but A-Rod and Michael Jordan. The Michael Jordan just for nostalgia purposes, the fact that his docu-series just came out, and it's Michael Jordan.
After a nearly
But
3-year
as far as players go, A-Rod is really the only notable one out of here. Ryan Hancock,
on April
top
9,
prospects.
1989.
There is a Electric Diamond Stan Javier,
She finally told me, I think the day
Doug Drabeck
married that next morning.
with the Astros,
Blanche did a honeymoon trip to
Scott Cooper, Steve Avery,
And they had
Ron Darling,
back from Jersey.
But on the way back
Paul Molitor, Jim Gott, Vince Coleman. Seeing a lot of repeats. John Kruk,
They start to try to figure out what the heck is wrong.
Ryan Harvey. So, what I've noticed is they have a ton of repeats, and the correlation is pretty much the same. If you start seeing 1 or 2, you're going to see the next 3 or 4 all the same players
after
in a row.
almost a week with no diagnosis, doctors get the results from the heavy metals test and a shocking answer to the
Eric
question.
Anthony,
So they do this toxicology test, and it comes back that this guy
Lee
is
Smith, Paul Wagner, Mike Piazza,
Coming up,
Luis Gonzalez,
stunned.
He's got more arsenic in his
Benito
system
Santiago,
than we have ever seen on
Scary Sheffield,
He actually got worse, and he probably wasn't going
a Juan Gonzalez home field advantage, and a Tim Salmon home field advantage. We got a Tim Davis diamond debut, and LaTroy Hawkins is our top prospect. LaTroy actually had a pretty good career.
A peaceful life.
Pitched for several years on a ton of different teams, but had a pretty decent career. There we go. There's a Cal Ripken Jr. with a nice action shot. Joey Cora. There's a Electric Diamond Big Hurt. Mike Morgan. There's Hall of Famer Larry Walker again. Jeff Blauser. Cal Eldred. It's another Barry Bonds. Mike Kelly. Hal Morris. Diamond debut. Hector Carrasco. And top prospect Darren Kirkcrete, who looks like he's scouting. Hopefully he made it big as a scout, because he did not make it big as a player. There is Randy doing his favorite hobby that he's made note, being a photographer. Big unit. Hall of Famer.
Being hopeless.
We tried for 2 years.
The day we found out confirmed the belief that we saw in each other. When you're ready, first response detects not just one, but all
A
forms of
Dave Henderson.
Baby's first home was made with a lot of patience.
first response.
Pat Listash. Greg Maddux with the Braves during their heyday. Dwayne Ward. Roger Pavlik. Eric Anthony again. It's a very nice top prospect, Billy Wagner. That is a great one. I forgot about him being in here. I think Wagner will make it to the Hall of Fame. And there's a top prospect, Jason Giambi. Another good one. But I think Wagner will get in. I don't know about getting voted in. He may. He's starting to build up votes. But I think at some point he will get in, because he had phenomenal numbers throughout his whole career as a closer. Was lights out, basically untouchable. There's Hall of Famer Jim Thome. And I think he deserves to be in. Bobby Munoz, Jeff Juden,
Our 100% organic cotton sheets make your bed your happy place.
Dave Weathers, King Caminetti again,
Risk-free for 30 days.
Jeff Bagwell again, Gary Gaetti. There is Moises Alou with the Expos. Had a really good career. Some good years in Houston. Paul Molitor, home field advantage. Cecil Fielder, home field advantage. And a Johnny Damon top prospect. He had some good years. And upper deck, Shannon Stewart, classic alumni. But I thought Johnny Damon was going to have a better career than he did, but he had a really decent career, especially with the Red Sox. With his Samson haircut. Luis Polonia, Paul Sorrento,
They both had waited decades to find.
Dwight and Blanche married, and they
Gary Gaetti, Scott Lewis, Joe Gra. We're getting a lot of stickage. Matt Williams, Wizard Ozzie Smith,
Now, Dwight's life
Brett Saberhagen, Will Clark
He was hospitalized. And
with the
were
Rangers,
determined that he had
Greg
infection
Hibbard,
in his body, which turned out to be arsenic.
Dwight was pretty much on death's door. He's got more
Preston
options
Wilson,
in the system
Mookie's son,
seen on
top prospect,
The word was that Dwight Moore had survived
and Brad Fulmer,
dosing of arsenic
top
never
prospect.
recorded in medical history, at least
Preston had some pretty good years, especially with the Marlins.
was stunning to the doctors.
One of the reasons that arsenic often isn't diagnosed is
disturbing news from Dwight's doctors.
his arsenic level had went up some while he had been hospitalized. If they're in the hospital and their levels are going up, then we're concerned that they're getting more arsenic.
The police immediately conferred with the nurses and doctors and put the
Mike Moore,
They wouldn't allow anybody into his room except
Jim Abbott,
personnel, detectives, so that includes Blanche. They would not allow her.
Jack McDowell. Here's an insert.
Where the local police, it was really
1951, the early years. Mickey Mantle.
the SBI, the state bureau of police, got involved and tried to figure out who exactly was doing this.
Nice insert there.
It's only after police
Mickey Tettleton, John Jaha,
that Dwight's health
Bob Welsh,
begins to stabilize.
He was lucky.
Greg Myers,
Certainly had
Doug Drabeck,
a significant amount of arsenic.
Sean Green.
Could well have killed him. In this case, of course, it didn't.
Here's a top prospect, Mike Bell,
His work to pinpoint his nearby assassin.
and top prospect, Pokey Reese.
Access to
Again,
patient. We
I think
did
that's 3 or 4 Pokey Reese.
family members, friends, people in the community.
Continue to push Dwight for answers.
They started asking him if anybody
Pete Incaviglia.
were related to him.
This big unit again, Randy Johnson, that I just dropped. Wow.
His boyfriend died.
I really thought I had a hold of that, but
Explains
it did not do anything to it, surprisingly.
he had been in a relationship with a man named Raymond Reed.
He had died not too long
Terry
ago.
Steinbach,
Blanche would just say, well, the doctors.
Tom Gordon,
Blanche said he died of really mysterious
who is the father of Dee Gordon. Say top prospect, Trot Nixon,
A small town secret comes to light.
Electric Diamond,
Was we've got a serious problem for him, Ken.
Will Clark,
And a chilling discovery.
Greg Vaughn, home field advantage,
Sweating more
a Shannon Stewart, classic alumni again, and top prospect, Preston Wilson. Again,
We needed to escalate things quickly.
I'd like to get some multiples of the Billy Wagner. Mike Harkey, Jim Tomei, Mickey Morandini, Sean Dunston, Slam and Sammy,
It's the color of American flavor.
Zay Bernard Gilkey, Roberto Kelly, Zay David Segui, Denny Martinez, Mark Lewis, and let's see who our prospects are.
A mother elephant
Diamond debut,
is one of the closest
James Mouton, and a Terrell Wade top prospect.
as they learn to survive in the wild. But thrives, such as hybrid poaching, leave many
Xavier Hernandez, Luis Polonia,
this tragic fate.
Mark Portugal,
You can support WWF's efforts to protect elephants and other species
Chuck Finley,
around the world. For just $8 a month, you can symbolically adopt an elephant.
Mitch Williams, that I forgot even played for the Astros at one point.
Call us or visit
It was very uneventful. Oral Hershiser,
We need
Randy Tomlin, Doug Strange,
Exile.
Rocket, Roger Clemens, David Segui, and top prospects Brooke Keisnich.
Been trying for 2 years.
Danny Jackson. There we go. I was wondering when he was going to show up.
This summer, we all deserve to live a little big. We deserve a little fresh air. Cold drinks.
Let's see if we can see it. There we go.
With me time.
Chris Sabo.
And maybe a little free time. Get everything you need to live a
The man, the myth, the legend. It's not late 80s, early 90s without a Chris Sabo. Dave Henderson,
Life's more fun
Steve Farr,
and
Kevin
more
McReynolds,
fun with Milk.
Mark Lemke, Bobby Bonilla on the Mets,
There are dealerships and
Steve Finley,
Mercedes-Benz of Sugar
Armando Reynoso, Homeland Advantage, Home Field Advantage, King Griffey Jr. again.
meticulous attention to detail.
Take that one. Diamond debuts Jorge Fabregas and a classic alumni, Matt Brunson.
Mercedes-Benz of Sugar Land. First class service. Visit mbsugarland.com to begin.
Mike Blowers, Dave Valle. There's a David Holsey, John Wetland, Greem Lloyd, Stan Javier, David Justice, John Franco, Terry Mulholland, Ellis Burks, and we have an Alan Bennis top prospects and a Todd Dunn top prospects. Some packs I can't open at all, and then these are just falling all apart. Kevin Brown on the Rangers, Omar Vizquel, Mike Perez. There's a Ray Langford, Sandy Alomar Jr., Electric Diamond. Again, it's the second Sandy Alomar. Electric Diamond, Don Slott, Dwayne Ward, the Brian Harper, Bill Gullickson, Kurt Abbott, Diamond debut Bill Van Landerham, and Diamond debut Tim Davis.
It was a shocking thing, but she had to be considered a suspect.
With no other leads, detectives obtain Raymond Reed's medical records. What it details sends chills down their spine.
Doug Jones, Reggie Jefferson, Pat Mears, Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer, Mike Devereaux, Ruben Sierra, Mike Morgan, Eric Hansen. We got home field advantage, Don Mattingly. It's a nice one.
Raymond Reed's health continued to decline, and then he
Uh,
died
2 in a row.
October the 7th, 1986. In the case of Mr. Reed, the death had been
And then Ryan Hancock, prospect, and Darren Kirkett, prospect again. Last pack of the third stack, and then we're into the last stack of the box. So 3/4 of the way there.
autoimmune had a phenomenon that often shows up after a viral infection.
Was arsenic the true culprit in Raymond's death? On June
Sean Barry,
1989,
Brian Harvey,
detectives
Charlie Huff,
Hill Cemetery with a backhoe.
still pitching.
Court order, which was signed by Superior Court Judge.
He was about 95 there, I think. Marquise Grissom, David Cohn, Greg Vaughn, Moises Alou.
located.
This is a Kevin Young, Randy Tomlin, Bill Gullickson, Wayne Gomes, top prospect, and Mr. Pozo. All right, last stack. See if we can pull another Billy Wagner rookie.
Test results. They interviewed Raven's family about his
Another Griffey Jr. There's Chris Sabo, Jody Reed, Darren Jackson, Jeff Montgomery, Scott Service, Andujar Cedeno, so Robbie Alomar, Tim Wallach, Sean Green,
the Reverend's wife definitely has
Frank Castillo,
and
Electric Diamond Greg Olson, and Joey Hamilton Diamond debut.
Same time, she can turn that off in a heartbeat. She's very good at manipulating to get her way. And she can snap.
the Reed family's surprising portrayal of Blanche heightens investigators' suspicions, so they press for more details surrounding Raymond's health crisis in 1986.
Raymond Reed starts to get these
Another
natural
Daryl Kyle, Electric
attacks.
Diamond,
He is
Sid Fernandez, Greg Olson, Tim Belcher,
hospital.
Dave Nielsen, David Cohn, John Franco, Andy Bennis. We were talking about him a while ago. His brother is the one on the top prospects card.
By his side,
Terry Steinbach, home field advantage. James Mouton, diamond debut, and Derek Lee, top prospect. There's a decent one. Derek Lee rookie card.
investigators
Derek had a pretty good
on Raymond's death.
career there for a little while.
While his doctors are claiming eager answers as to what killed Raymond, the evidence was not.
She said your dad didn't cut up enough. He wouldn't want this. You're convincing.
Mike Moore, Sean Barry, Oral Hershiser. There's a lot of repeats.
They didn't do
Charlie Huff, Juan Guzman. There's a Mike Devereaux,
6 months of
Brian Harper.
cutting
Here is Roberto Kelly,
it out. And the reason to really think, why would it matter?
Wally Joyner, home field advantage.
Obviously,
He was
Tim Nearing,
candidate for an autopsy. But Blanche wouldn't have it. Blanche said absolutely
Charles
not.
Johnson, top prospect.
Behavior didn't end there.
Really good defensive catcher.
He had some savings.
Part of that Marlins 97 team that won the World Series. '97 Marlins team pulled a Yankees and bought some of the best players in baseball.
that was Blanche's thing to us.
They had a really good team,
Third, so she had a
pitching and hitting.
kid said that.
Matt Brunson, there's a Sean Green,
That's what he wanted. It's his
classic alumni. That was a good one. It's the best one of those that we had.
Blanche's past
Home field advantage, Wally Joyner,
secrets and knowledge.
Mike Hanneman, Oral Hershiser, Eric Hansen,
Had only dated a few months before they got married.
Mike Moore, Pat Mears, Rob Dibble, Doug Jones, and Billy Hatcher.
Was Blanche Taylor's husband.
All right, down to 5 packs. Appreciate you guys watching.
In their crosshairs. Before they can dig into their theory,
Kevin Brown, there's Big Hurt.
medical exam.
Examination of Mr. Reed's
Here is another Mickey Mantle insert. Baseball Heroes. This is the checklist. That's a cool looking
concentrations associated with fatalities. The cause of death was arson.
card. Derek Bell, Kevin McReynolds, Kent Merker,
Blanche's mother's
Bobby Bowe,
poison.
Otis Nixon, Mike Henneman,
A third victim
and our rookies are Jose Silva
James Taylor's medical records and
and Eddie
his medical
Pearson.
records was consistent with the cause of death of Raymond Reed. Recommended to the district attorney that we get a petition to exhume him, and that the district
All right, Robert Einhorn diamond debut and a Paul Shuey diamond debut. Otis Nixon. There's another diamond debut. James Mouton. David Justice. Kevin Young. Chuck Finley. Greg Vaughn. Mike Perez. Marquise Grissom. Mike Blowers. And Edgar Martinez. That's a nice first Edgar Martinez we've seen. 3 packs to go. Jim Abbott, that card had been sticking up a little bit, so it's got him and Xavier Hernandez have some bend to them. Eddie Murray, Dave Henderson, Ruben Sierra, Sammy Sosa, Bip Roberts, Kent Merker, home field Kirby Puckett, 2 of them. Tim Belcher, Electric Diamond, and a Jermaine Allensworth prospect. All right, we got Toronto Blue Jays, Paul Molitor, Electric Diamond, Mike Harkey, Ray Langford, Mark Portugal, Don Slott, Troy Neal, Tim Pugh, Pew Pew. And our prospects are, we have a Classic Alumni A-Rod. That is a very nice one. There we go. I did not even know that one was in there. So that I will take, and I'll put that, I think that's my first top loader. There we go. Steve Stouterson. And our last pack, that's a good way to finish it off. All right. Last pack, Rafael Palmeiro, Petey Cavilla. We have Tim Salmon, Electric Diamond, Home Field Advantage, Mickey Morandini, Stan Javier, Mark Langston, David Segui, Pete Smith, Greg Hibbard, Roger Pavlik, and okay. So we have Trot Nixon. Pretty good top prospect. And then we have top prospect of this guy named Derek Jeter.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin.
Wow. I did not know he was in here. I guess I should have looked at the checklist before I started, huh? Last pack Magic. Last 2 pack Magic.
So I can lock in moisture and keep us protected. We're in this together, so we've got to have each other's back.
There we go. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad we were able to finish off strong on those. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Turn on notifications so you can see any new content that comes out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this set, what you think of the inserts, the quality of the card, what you'd like to see. Anything you'd like to see me open. I'm always up for suggestions. I appreciate you guys coming in, and I guess I'll talk to you all next time. Take care.